I've been a fan of the four-year cycle, and you can't dispute that it's been true, right? 2014, 2018, 2022, all terrible years. The core reason I think it won't be true in 2026 has two halves. On one hand, I think the forces that have driven the four-year cycle are weaker today than they are in the past. You mentioned the halving. I think the halving is programmatically half as strong every 4 years. And you can make arguments around that, but if you think out 50 years, you have to imagine the halving is not that important. We're not talking about very much Bitcoin before and after each halving. So I think the halving force is half as strong. We've also historically had rising interest rates in 2018 and 2022. I think we have falling interest rates this year. And then we've had blow-ups as well, FTX you mentioned, in 2022. And I think those are less likely now. So I see the forces that drove it in the past as weaker than they were in the past. And then on the other side of the equation, we have these much slower but very large forces that move on decades-long timescales. So the institutional adoption of crypto, which really kicked off with the Bitcoin ETF, started in 2024. I think that could run for 5 to 10 years of ever higher and higher flows. We have pro-crypto regulation. I think the impact of that will be felt over 5 or 10 years. So it's not that I don't think the forces that created the four-year cycle in the past still exist. I think they do, but I think they're weaker. And now we have these 5 to 10 year forces that I think are stronger. And as a result, I'm not calling a super cycle. I'm not saying we've repealed volatility, but I think 2026 is going to be a great year. I think 2027 will be good too.